Yes, good morning, students. Good morning, one and all. So, we are discussing triangles chapter, right? So, in the triangles chapter, we are discussing criteria of congruency of a triangle. So, we learned the criteria, SAS congruency criteria, then ASA congruency criteria, AAS congruency criteria. Using that congruency criteria, how to solve the problem that we are discussing, right? So, in the last class, we discussed the first exercise related to this congruency criteria. In that, total 6 problems we did. So, total 5 problems we finished now. So, remaining 3 problems we have to discuss today, right? So, how many of you finished that remaining 3 problems also? Many students they have sent the message yesterday only, no? Yes, we have finished the complete exercise. Yes, Kritika raised the hand. Yes. Next. Many students they have finished the work, but some students, yes, Vaishnavi also finished her homework. Then only Kritika and Vaishnavi. Only Kritika and Vaishnavi. No, Danya also completed the exercise. Very good, Danya. Then what about the other? What about boys section? So why our boys are very high? Yes, Diksha, but again girls side only. Diksha also finished the homework. Yes. What about boys? Sushrita finished. Very good, Sushrita. Swasti finished. Very good, Swasti. Very good, very good. Okay. Yes, what about boys side? Chaya Naik. Okay, Chaya Naik also finished. Next. Rachita Bhatt finished her homework. Yes, next. Anushri, Swati. All are girls only. So, boys side. Boys side. All the girls are raising their hands. What about boys? Abhiram, Aryan, what happened to you people? Our boys are very serious about the unit test, right? Okay, they are very conscious about the unit test. First, they have to finish the unit test. Afterwards, they have to see this triangles topic, right? No, boys side. Yes. So our boys are very busy. Shashank, yes, Mataji. Yeah, they are very busy in preparation of unit test, right? Yeah, okay, it's okay. Tomorrow I'll ask. Tomorrow I'll ask. It's okay. Okay. Yes, reading Kannada. Okay, today you are having Kannada test. Yes. It's okay. All the very best for your last unit test. Okay. Yes, now let us continue our class. So we are discussing the first exercise of the triangles topic. So that is depending upon SAS and ASA and AIS congruency criteria. So in the last class we have finished 5 questions, right? So now let us discuss the sixth problem. So let us read the sixth problem first. Let us understand the sixth problem. Then what is given, what we have to prove. We have to understand that one first. Okay. Yes. Then which concept we have to apply for that problem we have to think. Okay. So let us start the problem now. Sixth question. You just see your textbook. Okay. In figure AC is equal to AE. In figure AC is equal to AE. See here, I have listed out the given data on the board actually. In figure, this AC which is equal to this AC which is equal to AE. Are you observing the symbol here? AC, this side which is equal to AE side. AC side is equal to AE side. This is already given in the data. And AB is equal to AD. This AB which is equal to AD. Are you observing this one figure? AB equal to AD, then AC which is equal to AE. Then one more data is given. Angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. This angle BAD is equal to this angle EAC. This angle BAD which is equal to this angle BAC. EAC. So this is about the given data. 3 data is given. What we have to show here? BC is equal to DE. We have to show that this BC side, see here, this BC side which is equal to DE side. Yes, DE is not joined in the diagram, no? Yes, here. Okay, this BC side which is equal to this DE side we have to show. Got the idea of the proof part. Okay, BC side which is equal to DE side we have to show. So here the diagram is little bit confusing type of diagram. No, you have to observe the diagram carefully. Okay, so here I think you have got the idea. We have to take the congruency. But the question is, which two triangles we have to take the congruency to reach this proof? Which two triangles we have to take to prove the congruency to reach this BC is equal to DE? Actually, we have to show that this BC side which is equal to this DE side. Okay, for that, which two triangles we have to take for the congruency? Tell me fast. Yes, ABC and ADE. Really? Triangle ABC and triangle ADE. Yes, very good, very good. See here, this triangle ABC. If we consider this triangle ABC, we can cover this BC side. Next, triangle ADE. Okay, so both are standing in the opposite direction. Here it is having base BC, here it is having AE. Okay, so ABC triangle, if it covers BC side, then ADE triangle, this it covers DE side. Yes, correct answer. So we have to choose the two triangles. Let us start the proof now. Proof part or solution part. In a triangle, which two triangles we have to take? In a triangle ABC and in a triangle ADE. So this is a very important topic. First, you have to choose the two triangles properly. Okay, so now what we have to do? We have to prove the congruency of these two triangles. So after proving the congruency in CT concept only, we can say that BC is equal to DE. But for that, first we have to say that this triangle ABC is congruent to this triangle ADE we have to show. Yes, shall we start the problem now? So who is going to tell the first one? First step. First step, yes. Given, what is given Danya? AB is equal to AD. Yes. In a triangle ABC, this AB side which is equal to ADE triangle AD side. Right now? Yes. AB which is equal to AD, that is given data. Okay, first step is over. AB is equal to AD. See students, AB it's the side of ABC triangle. Then AD it's a side of ADE triangle. Observe the diagram carefully. First step is over. Yes, tell me fatafat which is the second step, students? Second step. AC is equal to AE. AC is equal to AE. Right? Yes. AC which is equal to AE. AC is a side of this ABC triangle. Then AE is a side of ADE triangle. Yes, of course. AC which is equal to AE. AC which is equal to AE given. This is also given in the problem only. Two steps over. Now what is the third one? What is the third one? BAD, DAC. So actually, what is given actually? Angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. See here, student. Angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. Are you observing the diagram properly? See here, BAC in the sense it covers only this much angle. It is not a complete angle. Okay, BAC. Actually, triangle is ABC. You cannot take this BAD only, no? So this BAD, this much part is missing. So I'll put question mark here, missing part. So if this part is added to this, it is covers BAC of triangle ABC. Okay. So next in this triangle also same thing happened. No, EAC only this much angle is covered. Again the same question mark part is missing in that angle. Okay. So only EAC equal to BAD. But what we need actually this BAC which is equal to EAD we need actually. For that both the angles, some angle, common angle is missing there. Okay, so first let us take the given data. What is given actually? Angle BAD is equal to angle EAC given. But with this data, side to side angle. So by some students, they will do this mistake actually. Side angle, okay, over. SAS or SAS, they will write SAS according to SAS congruency rule. This triangle is congruent to triangle ADE. It is wrong, students, because BAD, EAC, just observe the diagram. BAD, this much angle is missing. EAC, again this same angle is missing. So now what we have to do for this given data? What we can apply trick to get the angle? Yes. So if equals are added to equals, then wholes are equal, no? So equal part we have to add it for the equal part. Now BAD, which is equal to EAC, already given. These two angles are equal. In both the angles, one equal angle is missing, that is DAC. Are you observing this one? See here, DAC part is missing in both the angle. So what we have to do for that? So angle BAD plus that missing angle DAC we have to add, which is equal to angle EAC plus angle DAC. See here, you just observe BAD is equal to EAC equals. For that equals, we added equal DAC. If equals are added to equals, then wholes are equal, no? Yes. So now add this in the diagram. BAD plus DAC. See here. BAD plus DAC, total angle BAC, which covers total angle BAC, which is equal to EAC plus DAC. EAC plus DAC, which covers angle EAD. Correct now? Angle EAD. Now we can say that. So now we covered two sides, no? This side, and one included angle. This side, and one included angle. So according to SAS congruency rule, we can say that yes, two triangles are said to be congruent to each other. Therefore, triangle ABC congruence to triangle ADE according to SAS congruency rule. Got the idea of this one, students? How we got SAS actually? So two S are already given. Angle is given, but not actually what we need for the two triangles congruency. That angle is not given actually. For that, what we applied actually? Yes, we applied that if equals are added to equals, then wholes are equal. So this angle we added for the both the equal angle. So then we got the equal angle BAC is equal to EAD. So from that we noticed that, so SAS congruency rule. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADE. Now what is actually our target? This BC is equal to DE. Yes, of course. This BC is a part of this ABC triangle, and this ADE is the corresponding parts of this ABC triangle. Therefore, BC, which is equal to DE CP CT. Right now, BC and DE are the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. That's why BC, which is equal to DE. Hence proved. This is about the proof. Is that clear, students? So if you are having any doubts, you can ask now. Otherwise, we'll continue with the next problem. Do you have any problem in this question? Yes, tell me fast. So diagram, you have to see the diagram properly actually. What is given, what we have to do with that problem, okay? So if you are not having any doubt, then we'll continue. Yes, do you have any doubts, students, regarding the sixth problem? Sixth problem. Yes, Mataji, Salpa side, please. Mataji, Salpa side, please. Okay? Full side. No doubt. Yes, all are sending that no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So I think explanation part clear now. So if you are having any doubt, you can ask now. Otherwise, we'll continue with the seventh question. Okay? No doubts. Okay, can we continue, students? Next question. You just see the question. Okay, so this is about the given to prove. This is the proof. Very simple. Congruency and CPCT. Okay then. So we'll continue with the next problem. Next we'll discuss the seventh question. Okay. Yes, students, now we'll discuss the seventh question. Okay, so seventh question we have to discuss now. Just we'll read the question first. Seventh question is like this. AB is a line segment. AB is a line segment. P is its midpoint. Okay, AB is a line segment. Just observe the figure. This AB is a line segment. P is its midpoint. P is midpoint of AB. In the sense we got the idea that AP which is equal to PB, right? Yes, now we'll continue the question. D and E are on the same side of AB. Okay, D and E are points on the same side of AB. Okay, D and E are points on the same side of AB such that angle BAD is equal to angle ABE. So that is given actually angle BAD which is equal to angle ABE. This angle BAD which is equal to angle ABE. Are you observing? This angle which is equal to this angle, it is mentioned. Okay, it is given in the diagram and problem only. And angle EPA is equal to angle DPB. This angle EPA is equal to angle DPB. You can observe in the diagram also. This angle which is equal to this and this angle which is equal to this. These two datas are given actually, and one more data is given that P is the midpoint of AB. That also you can use for the problem. Then what we have to show in this problem is show that triangle DAP congruence to triangle EBP. So where is that triangle DAP? Are you observing? See here, DAP and EBP. This triangle and this triangle. Are you observing? This triangle and this triangle we have to show the congruency. First step. Second one, AD is equal to BE. Second one, we have to show that this side AD which is equal to this side BE. Is that clear, students? These two parts we have to prove. Okay, so let us start the problem. First one. First, we have to show that the two triangles are said to be congruent to each other. Okay, so let us start the proof part. So, first question. In a triangle, for that we have to choose the two triangles, right? In a triangle DAP and in a triangle EBP. In a triangle DAP and in triangle EBP. So let us observe the diagram properly. Which two triangles we are choosing? See here, this one. DAP, this triangle. DAP and EBP. EBP. This triangle. DAP and EBP triangle we are choosing. Now, can we prove the congruency of these two triangles? What is the first step, students? Fatafat. Yes, AP is equal to PB. Yes, correct. See here, this triangle and this triangle, we can say that AP which is equal to BP because P is a midpoint of AB is given. Right, first perfect step, that is AP which is equal to BP because P is midpoint of AB. P is midpoint of AB. So we got the first step that AP is a side of this DAP triangle and BP is a side of this EBP triangle. First step is over. Which is the second step, students? Second step, second data is also ready. Yes, DAE which is equal to EBA. Yes, correct. This angle DAB which is equal to, see here, there, BAD which is equal to angle BAD which is equal to angle ABE. Angle ABE, they have given in the form of these two angles are equal. So this angle which is equal to this. Let us name this angle in the form of the respective triangle. Actually, this angle, in the sense naming is angle DAP. Can we write this angle A as angle DAP? Yes, we can take angle DAP is equal to angle EBP. No? Yes, according to the triangle, angle DAP which is equal to angle EBP given right now. This angle which is equal to this, we changed the name that this angle is DAP and this angle is EBP. Is that clear, students? Second data, it is given. Which is the third one? One more angle is given actually, but you just observe that one. EPA is equal to DPB. EPA. This angle EPA, which is equal to DPB. Is it covers the full angle of triangle? See here, EPA. So this part is missing now actually to cover the total triangle angle. So this much part is missing. So I'll put this as a question mark. Okay. So next, to cover this triangle angle, actually again the same part is missing like the last problem, sixth problem. You have observed the sixth problem now. Yes, if equals are added to equals, then wholes are equal. Again, we have to take that concept only actually. See here, actually we are covering this APD angle. APD which is equal to EPB result we need. But it is not given. For that only small part is given, that this angle EPA, small part of this APD. Okay, EPA which is equal to, again here the small part of EPB, this angle. Okay, in both the angles this common part is we have to add. If we add that same part for the both equal angles, then we'll get the angles respect to the triangles. So for that what we have to do, first we have to take this given angle only. Second one, the third step, EPA is equal to DPB, given. Actually now you can observe that okay, three steps is over. So congruence, no, it is not, we cannot say the congruency now. So this one is correct, so related to the two triangles. So this one is also correct related to the two triangles. But here we can observe that here it is not a complete angle of the given triangle. So we have to add, what is that? So angle EPA plus what we have to add for that? So missing angle EPD, common angle EPD we have to add, which is equal to angle DPB plus for that also we have to add this EPD only, EPD. If equals are added to equals, see for this equal, we added one equal part, that is EPD. Got the idea? EPA is equal to DPB, it is given actually. In that we have to add EPD both sides. EPA plus EPD which is equal to DPB plus EPD. When we add, what is the result actually? So what result we get? See here, for this EPA angle, if we add this EPD, what result actually we get? Angle DPA or APD. Angle APD which is equal to angle BPE. BPE. Got the idea of this one? Angle APD, angle APD. Now we got the complete angle of this triangle, APD triangle. This angle P, angle APD, which is equal to angle BPE. We got the actually third property. Okay, APD which is equal to BPE. If equals are added to equals, then wholes are equal. So now can we say the congruency of these two triangles? According to which concept here? So two angles and one side. Whether it is an included side, we have to check that one. Yes, this angle, and one included side. Yes, this angle, included side. So ASA congruency rule. Therefore, triangle, which two triangle? Triangle DAP congruence to triangle EBP according to ASA congruency criteria. According to ASA congruency criteria. Is that clear, students? Yes. Now, what is the remaining part? We have to show that AD is equal to BE. This AD which is equal to BE. Are you observing this AD and BE are the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles? Of course. Therefore, AD which is equal to BE because CP, CT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Is that clear? AD which is equal to BE, CP, CT because corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Is that clear, students, this problem? Did you got the idea of this problem? Do you have any doubts regarding this? If you're got the idea now what we are doing actually, this one, why we are adding? Because we need this complete angle, right? Only this much angle is equal to this much angle. In both the triangles, we can observe this common part is missing to get the complete angle. That common part we are adding here. Okay, EPA plus EPD is equal to DPB plus EPD. So APD which is equal to BPE, therefore triangle DAP is congruent to triangle EBP. A is a congruency rule. Therefore AD which is equal to BE. So this is about the seventh problem. If you are having any confusion, you can discuss now. Otherwise, we will go to the last question of this exercise. How we are feeling about this problems? Easy, no? So problems are very easy actually. Triangle topic, no doubt. Yes. See, but you have to practice that proving the congruency. That is very important actually. If you know the congruency topic properly, so triangle topic is very easy for you people. Okay. So I think most of the students, they have got the idea of this congruency criteria, right? Yes. So shall we end this first exercise, not class? Okay, I'm not speaking about the ending of class. So let us end the first exercise problem by discussing the last problem of the exercise. Okay, yes. Let us pause the recording for a minute because we have to prepare our board for the next question. Okay, students. So let us discuss the last question of the first exercise using SAS, EASA or EAS congruency criteria. So the last question is like this. In the last eighth question, there are four sub questions actually. So let us discuss that last eighth problem now. In right triangle ABC. First statement only, it is hint actually. In the right triangle ABC, rectangle at C. Okay. In the right triangle ABC, just look at the diagram actually. ABC, right angle at C. So this angle C is. So you just see this ABC triangle only. This is a right angle triangle, right angle at C. Okay. Got the idea? M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. M is the midpoint actually. This M is the midpoint of this hypotenuse. Actually, hypotenuse in the sense right angle, opposite side for the right angle, okay, is called as hypotenuse. No, that hypotenuse AB, this M is the midpoint of this hypotenuse AB. M is the midpoint of that hypotenuse AB. Okay, so M is midpoint in the sense this side which is equal to this. No, we can mark like that. No, M is the midpoint of AB in the sense that BM is equal to AM. We can take for the congruency. We can use for that, you know. Yes. Then C is joined to M. C is joined to M. Okay. And produced to a point D. Okay. C is joined to M. Here C is joined to M. And it is produced up to point D. It is produced up to point D. Such that DM is equal to CM. Such that this DM which is equal to CM. This DM which is equal to CM. Is that clear? What they are giving the hint actually, given data. We are discussing about the given data. First, they have said that ABC is a right angle triangle, right angle at C. M is the midpoint of this hypotenuse AB. Then M and C join. This MC line is produced up to point D such that so DM is equal to CM. DM which is equal to CM. Okay. Point next. Point D is joined to point B. Then point D is joined to point B. In this way, we got this diagram actually. Okay. Show that what we have to prove here. So let us write the proof part to prove. So what we are going to prove here? To prove in that first question is triangle AMC congruent to triangle BMD. Triangle AMC congruent to triangle BMD. Second one, angle DBC is a right angle. Okay, angle DBC is a right angle we have to prove. Second part. And third part, so triangle DBC congruent to triangle ACB. Triangle DBC congruent to triangle ACB. And in the fourth question, CM is half of AB. CM is equal to half of AB. These four parts we have to work out here. Okay, these four parts. Got the idea of the diagram, students? What is given actually? First, you just think about this triangle only. ABC is a triangle, right angled at C. Okay, M is the midpoint of this hypotenuse AB. Then this MC is joined and produced up to point D such that this DM is equal to CM. Then D is joined to B. So this is the given diagram. With the help of this given data, okay, so we have to prove these four parts. Which is the first part actually? Triangle AMC congruence to triangle BMD. Which two triangles? Here. This AMC and BMD. Are you observing these two triangles? Triangle AMC and triangle BMD. We have to prove the congruency. That is, I think, easy now. Shall we start the first proof actually? Yes, let us start the proof part now. Proof. First proof. We are going to start with the first proof. So which two triangles we have to choose? In a triangle AMC and in a triangle DMB or BMD. So we are going to take these two triangles congruency. Yes, which is the first step for the congruency? Yes, CM is equal to DM. Yes, CM is equal to DM is given. Actually, first is this BM is equal to AB. AM, no, because M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. That is the first given data. No, let us use that first given data only. Which one? Actually, AM which is equal to BM. In a triangle AMC, this AM which is equal to BM because M is the midpoint of AB, hypotenuse AB. Is that clear, students? First one, AM is equal to BM. See, first we are choosing AMC triangle, second BMD triangle. AMC triangle side AM, then BMC triangle BM. This AM is equal to BM. First data it is clear. Which is the second one? Vertically opposite angle. Very good. Here, two lines are intersecting. We can clearly observe that vertically opposite angles are equal. Angle AMC which is equal to DMB. Angle AMC which is equal to angle DMB, vertically opposite angles. So the board is visible now, students? Yes, vertically opposite angle. Angle AMC is equal to angle DMB, vertically opposite angle. Now, which is the third one? That is also given. Yes, congruency I got. DM is equal to CM. Yes, this DM which is equal to CM. But we have to write as CM is equal to DM. CM is equal to DM because first triangle is AMC. AMC triangle in the sense this CM which is equal to DM. This is also given. Okay. So this CM is equal to DM. So now, yes, yes. Are you observing this one? Yes, yes. Therefore, triangle AMC congruence to triangle BMD according to SAS congruency rule. Clear now? First proof is over. This first part is over, students. According to SAS congruency criteria, we proved that triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Now, so second one. So which is the second one? DBC is a right angle. So already ACB is a right angle, it is given. We have to show that this DBC is a right angle. How can we show that DBC is a right angle? DBC is a right angle we have to show. How can we say that this DBC is also a right angle? CPCT. Which CPCT? Actually, already this angle is 90 degree. If we want to show this angle 90 degree, so interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degree. That concept we can choose. But for that, we have to know that this DB line is parallel to AC line. No, that is not given actually. DB parallel to AC condition is not given actually. So we cannot take that interior angles on the same side of the transversal, right? But just now we proved that these two triangles are congruent to each other. CPCT. Can we get CPCT? Yes. Just observe this Z shape here. Are you observing the Z shape here? So can we say that this angle which is equal to this now? Yes. Yes. CPCT. So this angle which is equal to this side is equal to this side is equal to this angle is equal to this. Then corresponding parts, this angle which is equal to this. Yes, no? In CPCT, what we can write is angle ACM which is equal to angle ACM which is equal to angle BDM. This angle and ACM, this angle first we covered actually, then this one DBM, but these are the Z shape angles now. Yes, ACM is equal to BDM, CPCD. Okay, we are observing that these are interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles. Z shape angles are equal in the sense these are interior alternate angles. When we get interior alternate angles, when a pair of interior alternate angles are equal, then ABDB line parallel to AC line. Is that clear, students? Now we can say that. So here we got the Z-shape angles equal, no? So from that we can say that this DB line is parallel to AC line. Yes, now DB parallel to AC in the sense this BC is act like a transversal, right? So transversal in the sense. So this interior angles on the same side of the transversal sum is 180 degree. So from that result, already this angle is 90 degree, angle ACB is 90 degree. We can take ACB plus BBC which is equal to 180 degree. We can take sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. ACB plus DBC, because what is the reason for this? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Same side of the transversal. Transversal. Got the idea of this problem, students? ACB plus DBC is equal to 180 degree. Already ACB is given. ACB is 90 degree plus DBC which is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, DBC is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. What is the result? DBC is equal to 90 degree. DBC is a right angle. Got the idea of the second proof, students? So this is about the second proof. Very simple. With the help of the first proof, we got the second proof actually. In the first proof, we showed that these two triangles are said to be congruent to each other. And in the CPCT, we use this Z-shape angles. Actually, this angle is equal to this. When we observe these two angles, these forms a pair of interior alternate angles. So when the interior alternate angles are equal, only when the lines are parallel. So this DB line is parallel to AC line. If DB line is parallel to AC line, then here the two angles are called as interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal is always 180 degrees. So ACB plus DBC is equal to 180. ACB is 90 degree. Therefore, DBC is also 90 degree. If DBC 90 degree in the sense, DBC is a right angle. Is that clear, students? This is about the second proof. Now, third proof we have to show. Can I rub the first proof here? Is it okay for you? Can I rub the first proof here? Can I rub the first proof, students? Because I need the board again. So we cannot maintain the complete solution. Yes, can I read the first proof? First proof is clear now, students, for everyone. Yes, now I'll erase this first proof. Here we are going to work out the third proof. Is that okay? Yes. Now let us work out the third proof. So in the third proof, what is there actually? Triangle DBC congruence to triangle ACB. Triangle DBC congruence to triangle ACB. Just observe the figure. This DBC, this complete triangle is congruent to this ABC we have to show. Yes, now let us start the third proof. In triangle DBC and in triangle ACB. In triangle DBC and in triangle ACB. Okay, tell me fast. Fatafat, which is the first data. In triangle DBC and in triangle ABC, which side we can take? Okay, common side. Okay, which is the common side? Yes, BC is equal to BC common. First side we will take common side. BC is equal to BC. This BC is common for both the triangles. BC is equal to BC. Then BC common over. Which is the next one? Right angles. Just now we proved that this DBC equal to ACB. Both are 90 degree now. Yes, what we can take actually? Here first we took place angle DBC which is equal to angle ACB. Both are 90 degree. Yes, both are 90 degree. One more, last one. DB is equal to AC. How DB is equal to AC? How dB is equal to AC? dB is equal to AC. How can we take this dB is equal to AC? What is the reason for this? Yes, I'll agree. dB is equal to AC is a right answer. But how can we take? Who told that? It is not given in the question. On which basis you are telling that dB is equal to AC actually? Fatafat, you have to message me fatafat. Which basis you are telling that dB is equal to AC? Yes, CPCT. Already we proved that this triangle is congruent to this in the first part. No, first part already these two triangles are congruent in the sense these two sides are act like a CPCT of the first triangles. Yes, of course. That's why we can use dB which is equal to AC. dB which is equal to AC. CPCT of the first part. CPCT of the first part or first proof. Okay, CPCT of the triangle, or you can write this as CPCT of the triangle AMC and triangle DMB. Okay, DMB. Now, 3 over. Which congruency criteria here? Which congruency criteria? Yes, yes, really? Yes, we used actually. Right angle we covered. Yes, this side we covered. This side. Yes, correct. Yes. Side, angle, side. Included angle. Yes. So therefore, triangle DBC congruence to triangle ACB according to SAS congruency criteria. Yes, it is very simple, no students, to prove the congruency of these two. Yes, now the last part is very simple actually. So just 2 minutes is there. Let us finish this one. Okay, so last one, fourth step. What we have to show? CM is half of AB. This is CM. This CM is half of AB we have to show. How can we show that CM is half of AB? CM is half of AB we have to show. So this CM is half of this AB side. How can we show that? Just now we prove the congruency of this DBC and ACB, right? In that, can we take the CPCT that? So we can take the CPCT for the third part. No? What we can take? DC which is equal to AB. CPCT. Just now we proved that triangle DBC congruence to triangle ABC. Here we have the proof actually. DBC congruence to ACB. So DC and AB are the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles, right? Yes, the DC which is equal to AB. Now, DC which is equal to AB. How can we modify this DC is equal to AB to get CM is half of AB? Yes, let us take this AB constant because we need the proof AB constant. How can we write DC actually? DC, can I write DC in the form of CM?